listening to Wake Up with Christopher DeSimone on the Live the Dream Media Network, Southern Arizona's premier live talk and online radio.
All right, welcome back to the Live the Dream Media Network. I am Christopher DeSimone. We have an exciting third hour coming up for you. So, it's our Tucson Loves Music Friday. We had a successful debut 2 weeks ago, and so we have our friend Kathy is here. Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Hi, Chris. CD.
And we have Damon and Josh from Barnaby and the Butcher. We'll explain which one's which before this is all over. Kathy wanted to start off with a story about my favorite thrift store that's only open like one day a week between 1:15 and 4:15 in the morning. What's that? What do you? Good morning.
Good morning, CD.
What do you got for me today on the cottage?
As I told you last time, the cottage at Immaculate Heart, 420 East McGee Road, Oro Valley, is a great place. And Rhonda, is it Rhonda or Martha? This is your test.
Rhonda.
Martha Nunez.
Love you,
and
Martha.
Yes. We get a ton of water bottles, brand new. So I wanted to present you with one with the TLM stickers on it.
Wow.
So that's the cottage and TLM, my two favorite things in the world.
Look at that.
Besides mom.
So I live with my daughter and my wife who has they are the metal cup monsters of the world.
And I wanted to present.
I keep drinking out of a cup like a moron.
I wanted to present each of you with one as well because that's what I've seen.
Oh, look at him! He got the Stanley.
Yeah, every time I go out to a gig to see people, all the musicians have this, and I figured why not use this and slap our sticker on it and give it to them.
And that one that Josh has is so heavy that you could literally clock somebody and knock them out in one shot, bro.
But they go for like anywhere from $5 to $40 each, and we get a ton of them, brand new. So that's what we can do for you. So
very nice.
I hope you enjoy them, guys.
Thank you.
And if you can't use them, give them to your kids or neighbors or whatever, church people. So there, I'm done.
Barnaby and the Butcher.
Yes.
And remember, you should be following along at TucsonLovesMusic.com and, of course, BarnabyandtheButcher.com. Correct?
Yes.
Great. Yep.
So it sounds cool. It's a great name for a band, and it's not as I thought. I thought when I first was going to find out the origin name, it was some cool English poem or something like that.
No, we're not. We're not that clever.
Not clever at all.
It's my name and his name.
How long you guys been playing before you met each other?
Oh gosh, I've been playing my whole life. Playing guitar since I was a little kid. I've been playing in bands since I was, 18 or 19.
And where did you do this all in Tucson or?
No, I was born in New Orleans and
Look at you.
and went to school in Washington State.
Okay.
And played mostly around the Pacific Northwest as a kid, and then all through my 20s, and then we moved here in 2001.
Okay.
Started playing around Tucson.
What brought you to Tucson?
We came here to take care of my in-laws.
Okay.
It was time. They needed help, so we moved here, bought a house. Then all the money went away in 2008, and we were like, well, I guess we're going to stay in Tucson for a while. And we're glad to have done it. That's a great musical
Do you
scene.
have a secondary job to support your musical career?
I manage the Chicago Music Store, and I teach guitar and music theory.
And that just came up in conversation with the great Mark Wood
Oh, yeah.
yesterday. So, and so where's the location for Chicago Music Store? Because
There's
after
one
they
on-
left downtown, I think
Oh, no, we're still downtown. We have a store right across from the old building on 45 South 6th.
Okay,
So 6th and Broadway.
okay.
And then we have a store on 5646 East Speedway, which is
Okay.
where I'm at most of the time.
Okay. And then the Butcher.
That's me.
That's him.
Look at you. How long you been in Tucson?
Since I was 14.
Okay.
Came out of Yuma, a little bit in Southern California, but Yuma. So it
Okay.
was really an escape.
I have friends in Yuma. I spend some time in Yuma, but I understand what you're saying. Especially, You know, it's usually summer there from March 15th through October 15th.
Yes.
No.
Yep.
So what high school did you go to here in Tucson?
I started off at Amphi, and then they found out I didn't live at home and threw me out. So I went to Flying Wells.
What does that mean that you didn't live at home?
I just didn't live. My mom went back to Yuma, so I just stayed here by myself.
Oh, my Lord.
So, yeah, I actually stayed in school. Just make up addresses. You can do that for a while.
That's pretty wild.
Kids, pay attention, kids.
Then I went to Flowing Wells for the last 2 years. And then they found out I didn't stay in school. But it turns out the superintendent was my father's roommate, so he just let me stay anyway.
Who was that?
Hendricks.
Oh, okay, sure. They named a school after him.
Yep.
Absolutely. And what's your instrument? What do you play?
I mainly sing, but I play acoustic guitar.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you guys meet? On the just out on the circuit?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the first time we met. I mean, we've played together in bands for
I had
a while.
I had a band called the Changelos, and we went to the album, and I needed a studio guitar rock star, and he came in and played it. It needs to be like between the Eagles and Fleetwood Mac. He's like, okay, you never even heard the songs, so they're perfect the first time. I'm like, all right, well, there you go.
Look at that.
Yeah, but we played together in a band called the Mufaladas, which was like a New Orleans band, horn band for how long? We did 12
That's
years.
that's a
13
fun
years.
name, naming yourself after a good New Orleans sandwich.
Best sandwich in the world.
It was done after a joke.
Muffaladas? Okay. What's a muffalata?
It's a giant sandwich
Okay.
A little olive spread on
with
Olive spread,
dressing.
and it has like salami and
Yeah, all
Six
sorts
kind of
different kinds of
Italian-ish.
meats. Yeah, it's the best.
All right.
Does anyone make a muffalata in this town worth a crap, Damon?
No, there's only one place to get a muffalata.
That's all right. Okay, there's someone make a decent muffalata equivalent in Tucson.
Not that I've seen.
And I make an olive
My
spread.
mother makes a good one.
I make an olive spread all the time for sandwiches at home. It's
Yep.
the best.
Yeah.
It's so easy, right?
Sure.
You know, I take, green olives. I just do green olives, calamatas, and a little roasted red pepper, right? Beat it up in my food processor, little olive oil, little fresh garlic, and throw that on any sandwich. It's kind of pretty badass. So,
Can't go wrong.
guitar. Why guitar for you? Was it something you just saw someone, you heard it, someone in your life?
I had a guitar obsession when I was really young. Like I had ukulele when I was a toddler. I had ukuleles and nylon string guitars. When I got big enough to get my hand around a full size guitar, I started taking lessons like when I was 7, and I just always loved guitar.
Love it. Who's early guitar heroes for you?
Chuck Berry, Leo Niconcelli from the Meters was a
Okay.
good one when I was a kid because lots of that was being played around. But it was like Luther Perkins from Johnny Cash's band, because that was all the stuff that my dad listened to. And
Gotcha.
So, it was in the house and it was cool guitar. And Buck Owens, Don Rich and Buck Owens, that was all big stuff. But by the time I hit like 11 or 12, it was Sabbath and Maiden and Judas Priest and
So you went from
Aerosmith.
country kind of New Orleans stuff into Sabbath because
And
you hit
yeah.
the right age, right?
Yeah, I was into everything. Punk rock, I got really into like the Dead Kennedys and the Damned and Black Flag and all the cool punk rock stuff in the 80s and then all the good metal. So I've always kind of liked everything. I'm crap at most of it. I only play what I play, but I listen to a lot of stuff.
Butcher, why singing? Did you sing in choir as a kid? Well, you were on the street, so you were.
Yeah. Well, my mom was a singer, a country singer, so she would
Okay.
play all sorts of stuff. And she just lived on 45s. So we just went to those all the time. We would sing in cassettes together and stuff like that, little cassette players.
Well, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a nice story.
Yeah. Yeah, just doing that.
What was your first gig singing professionally?
I don't know. Am I professional now? I've lost track.
Do you
defined.
do you get paid more than $1 to do a gig?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know. Probably somewhere on 4th Avenue. They started booking some. I used to do by myself acoustic stuff,
Okay.
which I'm not a huge fan of at this point. I just sort of play with other stuff.
And what's your favorite type of stuff to sing? Like, who's your vocal people that you admire, or bands that you just like covering their tunes?
Well, I like.
Other than you just said Fleetwood Mac and.
Well, I like. I like to listen to all that, but I like Americana stuff for the most part. Like a lot of the modern Americana stuff that's coming out. I love quite a bit. Family Rate Lift and stuff like that. Yeah, Chris Stapleton, I sing a lot.
Okay. So when people say Barnaby and the Butcher and they say, what kind of band are you? You guys say?
Well, we have like an official tagline of, what is it again? Dark Americana?
Dark country.
Dark Americana, dark country.
Moving, like moving irrevocably towards serious rock and roll. But to me, it's just all rock and roll. We just play rock and roll.
So when you say the word dark, you're just serious? Is that what you're not fun anymore? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's all fun. What, you don't think it's fun being dark? It's a good time, man. You should try it.
Why don't you just call it?
It's more like
I go goth country at that point. Why don't you just go goth country?
Goth is overused. I can't pull off the eyeliner.
technically gothic country is what it's called.
Yes,
but it's kind of old Western is what we're talking about. So like old school.
Are we talking Marty Robbins trail songs kind of
well,
stuff?
I love that, but Ennio Morricone and that kind of moody cinematic kind of stuff. We have some very long songs that get pretty dynamic.
So it's in the style of a Morricone, but it's originals that you have lyrics and vocals.
And that's like 10% of what we do. We do lots of different stuff. So we do a lot of rock stuff, quite a bit actually. So we do our own originals,
and we're not afraid to play to write a pop song either. Like we have we everybody in our band, not just us, but everybody in the band has a lot of musical influences, and we don't try not to shy away from letting any of those bleed in to what happens. Good song's a good song, so it doesn't really matter what kind of genre you're going for. We're not trying to be a genre.
What's the current configuration of Barnaby and the Butcher?
It's myself and Joshua, and then we have Doug Floyd, who is our second guitar player. Darren Santos playing bass. John McIntyre.
Darren Santos was just in the live chat asking political questions of Sergio, who was just on previously. So I'm like, who's Darren Santos? So
that's him.
He's here.
Yeah, he's playing bass, and then John McIntyre on drums and Robin Messing on vocals as well.
Okay.
So this band started out as a duo that was just gonna write songs and drink between the two of us and record in a living room, and it's turned into like a 6-piece.
Who all write songs and drink.
Who all write songs and drink and record in a living room.
There's nothing wrong with that. What's the what's the light? We keep talking about with different acts, right? And we had this discussion a little bit with Mark Wood yesterday too, right? There's all these amazing musicians out there, right? But in the magic of Spotify and everything and Apple Music, it's all there's almost like in a way there's too much choice.
Yeah, it's drinking from a fire hose,
right? And how do you? I mean, we know live music is where it's at.
It's
right?
definitely. I mean, it's my favorite part.
Yeah, but the recording side of it, is that more for yourselves to record something? Is there any purpose to record financially anymore?
Oh, I don't know about financially. Lord, if I got into this for the money, I'd be in an insane asylum by now. But there's a real artistic pursuit to creating a record. Making an album, sequencing it, trying to make a statement. You start off making a record for yourself, and then you put it out there for people to partake in. And at that point, you're kind of out of the control of how much you're going to get, how much response you're going to get. But you make the record for yourself, so that you're
sure. I just love Gothic country as a genre. I just love that. That's a thing.
It's an actual genre. You can search it.
What percentage of a typical gig is originals to covers?
Probably about 60 to 70% originals.
Okay, awesome.
Covers, yeah.
Very cool.
We have enough original material now that we don't really need to do covers for time, or anything like that. But
we're not.
We really like the covers that we do.
Yeah, we're not anti-cover.
Yeah, we really like doing the covers that we do, and we think it's a different kind of creativity take a song that you really love and do something with it.
Sure. So what's a sampling of the covers that you're on current set lists that you feel like you're doing justice to, and at the same time doing your interpretation of? What would be a couple of covers that people would recognize?
Tom Waits, Indigo Girls,
Okay.
doing some of that. In fact, we've done. We just recently went in the studio here in the beginning of April just to record some more covers. We have a lot of fans request some of the songs we do to be recorded. So when
Okay.
you're talking about is it worth recording? Well, according to our fans, it is. They get quite a bit in there.
Okay.
But we just did 5 songs. We're releasing like one a month right now. We released one yesterday.
Which was?
It's called The Bartender.
Okay.
The Steel Drivers originally did it, which is super bluegrass, and we did not do a bluegrass version at all. I love bluegrass, but it was not even
We
close.
very much did a rock version of it.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes,
What is-
Kathy?
what is your songwriting process? Do you write together, alone, come back and collaborate? How?
Yeah, I mean, when we started out writing, it was just us and a couple of acoustic guitars. We wrote some songs, decided we liked them, put it together, and then I think now it's more about, we try to get, like Joshua and I try to drive the songwriting by just having good ideas to bring into the band, but it's very much a like
Collaborative,
yeah, and Joshua was more of a songwriter than I am. Like Joshua will come in and he'll have a song. There'll be like verses and choruses and stuff. And I'll come in and I'll say like, I got this thing. Listen to that. Isn't that cool? We should make a song around that. And that's kind of what we do.
Gotcha.
So it is very much a organic kind of collaborative thing.
But it starts with you two guys. Does the rest of the band jump in on the songwriting
Yeah,
also?
generally it starts with just with
Yeah,
us.
we'll get together, work out an idea of what we're doing, or just record some melodies or music.
Okay.
I'll usually do the words. I usually do that like walking the dog. Just record it and listen to the words start to come. Well, it'll make all the sounds and all the motions, but no lyrics yet, right? Till it starts to feed itself. And then we'll bring them together. Usually have a good verse chorus stuff, and then the other band will start coming in. And like Doug will we already did that. Let's do it better. And then we'll change a little direction.
Correct. So our friend Rex, he's in the Budo Mountains of New Mexico. Wanted to know if you have any John Prine in your repertoire.
I love John Prine. Do we do any John Prine? I don't think so. I don't think we have, but I'm certainly not adverse to it. He's one of my favorite songwriters of all time.
And then he was saying that Johnny Cash covering 9 Inch Nails hurt his Dark Country.
Well,
Yeah.
it's pretty.
That qualifies.
It's pretty dark.
Real dark.
Yeah.
So let's do this. We're gonna go to break, and then let's get out the guitars,
Yes.
and we'll do a little performance with Barnaby and the Butcher. Are you guys gigging this weekend?
We're in Torito Farms
Yeah.
outside of Wilcox.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yep. On Saturday from when to when?
5 to 8.
5 to 8.
Yeah, Torito Farms out in Wilcox area, and basically a rich guy makes this amazing. It's like hotel rooms, vineyard, farm,
Yurts.
Glamping.
yurts, glamping. Yeah,
Glamour
it's a
camping.
pretty wild place. We've been trying to him and I have been trying to connect on an interview one day, so it'll happen one day. But that's a great place to be this weekend. And the weather is going to be still pretty nice,
Yeah, should be nice.
especially up there.
Yep.
So, all right, we're hanging out with Barnaby and the Butcher. Tucson Loves Music, TucsonLoveMusic.com. It's the best thing I've seen so far of any intelligent attempt to put venues, artists, and everything in one spot where you can search things date-wise and club-wise, and check it out, TucsonLovesMusic.com. Barnaby and the Butcher. We just had Mark Wood doing a performance right there yesterday, 24 hours ago. Now we're going to do it with Barnaby and the Butcher on Live the Dream Media. We'll see you in a bit. And of course, we're keeping the live music strong with our good friends from TucsonLovesMusic.com, this amazing website. They have a sweatshop in the Asian corridor that makes amazing water bottles. As we like to say, thanks, kids. We're hanging out with our good friend Kathy from Tucson Love Music. Good morning again, lady. How are you?
Good, thank you.
She's got her Jersey shirt on.
Always got to have that. My roots.
She's a Jersey girl. She asked Barnaby and the Butcher if they knew any opening chords to a Bon Jovi song, And I don't know if it was willful, but they said no. And I think they know it. I don't think they want to share right now.
I know. That's okay. That's okay.
The hate against
I'll be
John.
in my car in like 20 minutes. Cranking it up.
And again, this band, high quality band, I saw them at the at Steampunk Branch just a couple of weeks ago as part of the Friday Night Music Series. And you guys have a little bit of a following also. I was talking to a couple that came up from Green Valley just to see you guys. They're huge. I don't. What's a groupie of Barneys? Do we know Butchies? No, we don't say Butchies.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
Bees. They're the bees.
It's getting worse.
I'll stay off of that line right now. We won't call them the Butchies, I promise. So like we yesterday again, we had Mark Wood and we had a great conversation with Mark, and then he finished off with some wonderful tunes. He did an amazing Eleanor Rigby on his violin.
That's
and
terrific.
He's just, and the other thing about Mark that's so amazing, there's not 1 ounce of ego to the dude either, right? He's probably one of the best violinists in the United States. He's really talented, right?
It's fantastic.
And he has that 1 ounce of humility. He's like the nicest, no ego guy you ever met. He's fascinated by the simple stuff. I brought him to Del Rancho for breakfast burritos for breakfast after. And he's like, "This is amazing." You know what I mean? He has that fresh thing about it, which I love. So, the question that Paul had for you that he wanted me to ask is, you play with this amazing other guitarist, Mr. Hurricane, and just talking about playing off another guitarist. Talk about how you do it. I assume you have to have a familiarity and like with each other first makes this better.
Well, playing with Doug is easy because we've been doing it together for a while in a few different bands. Anyway, so
Gotcha.
for a lot of years. So we have a shared common language, but we also are different enough that we know how to complement what each other is doing. So even when you're just playing rhythm guitar parts, we spread them out across the guitars so that we're not all playing in the same area to kind of bring a fuller sound to it. And it's also it's when you really are when you're friends with somebody and you're playing music together, it just makes everything even better.
Well, I assume just by looking at each other, you know how to, whatever look you give each other, you know.
We have a strict no eye contact rule.
Oh my Lord.
And we do not look at each other. Wow. Yes.
This is what we're learning here. No eye contact. I love it. So we're going to finish off our Tucson Loves music segment with Barnaby and the Butcher with a tune or so. Where are you guys going to start today?
We'll do a song called "Don't Blame the Bottle." It's like
actually, one of the Wakies just asked me, is there a request song that you can't stand? Like you always hear it, but you never want to play it?
Well,
Tennessee Whiskey, I think. We get asked that every 3 times.
right.
I like the song fine.
Luckily,
so we'll do our version.
Yeah. Not. I mean, the joke of somebody asking you to play Freebird. We know it. We just won't do it.
I knew you were going to say Freebird. I have a friend of mine who's played for years. He's a 12-string guitar player, and he does solo and group or whatever. And Freebird that's his pain point, right?
Yeah.
So one day he's doing a solo act at Canyon Ranch, and I'm sitting in the back, and I'm literally going, "You can't see me." He's at Canyon Ranch, right? I go, "Freebird!" He's like, "Who's saying that?" All right, what's in?
And they won't take Bon Jovi requests.
That's true.
There you go.
No Bon Jovi, no Freebird. So it happens.
Sad world we live in.
Butcher, what's the name of the song again?
Don't Blame the Bottle.
All right. Barnaby and the Butcher, brought to you by TucsonLovesMusic.com. Hit it.
on a Greyhound bus in Nashville, staring at my phone. I don't see the words that you feel, then I guess I'm going home. But I can't shake the shame, but the bottle's not to blame. Not the whiskey or the wine keeps you on my mind, or the state that I'm in, or this bottle of gin that I'm living in again and again. By 5 o'clock in the morning on each day, when the rooster finally cries, I make the same old promise when I pray, and God knows I'm telling lies. And the days all in the same, but the bottle's not to blame. Not the whiskey or the wine keeps you on my mind, or the state that I'm in, or this bottle of gin that I'm living in again and again. On a Greyhound bus in Nashville, staring at my phone.
Well, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Very, very nice. I wasn't ignoring you. I was just doing a quick Facebook reel of your performance and popping it out to the world. So
Sounds good.
I'm turning into like a little high school girl, texting really quick and putting it out to the world. So, guys, thank you for doing that. That was absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely.
I could geek out and talk music with you guys for probably another 2 hours, but we got to get going. But thank you for what you do. Barnaby and the Butcher, they're going to play Torito Farms out on Saturday night.
Yep.
Right? 5 to 8?
5 days.
Absolutely beautiful place. So if you want to do a cool roadie this weekend for your Memorial Day, you don't want to go too far, go head out on your way, go see the Thing at the...
We're going.
We're going to meet there. As per tradition.
And it's way cooler. If you went to it years ago, it has gotten way cooler.
So, and when I did radio, my producer was Ed Alexander, who's a longtime DJ, and for some reason, he had never been to the Thing. So we did a ride out to the Triangle T Ranch with a whole bunch of listeners on a bus. There was like 40 of us. And so the real goal was to take them finally to the Thing. And it's the new Thing.
Have you been to the new thing?
I've been to the new Thing.
My favorite part of the new thing
They got a
Is that-
budget.
They
is,
didn't have a budget.
is all the buildup around it. They've done this amazing thing with it. It's very, very cool. But you get to the end, same old thing.
Yeah, it's true. So I don't want to ruin it for. So,
Yeah, don't ruin it.
So what happened was, I don't know, they were charging $5 a head or something, right? So, but not everyone was coming off the bus to go do the Thing with us for whatever reason. And so I go, let me go off, right? So I said, the cheaper you make this, the more people will come in and possibly buy a $5 Blizzard, right? And she goes, how about $2? I go, all right, deal. And so 30 people went in to check it. I'm just saying with the Thing, there is a global conspiracy that you don't even know existed.
You don't even know.
You'll find out.
And then we got him to the thing at the end. We had him, of course, take over dramatic pictures that he was surprised and shocked by the
Shocking.
thing.
The
So
new thing.
Get
A
a
new
sh-
thing that's really an old thing. Okay. All right.
that was
I'll
amazing.
wrap my head around that
Yeah,
one.
Damon nailed that pretty much. So, all right, guys, all the best to you. Keep doing the great music, and again, thanks to Kathy and Paul and Tucson Loves Music for making this happen. And again, keep up the great work, man. This is
Thank you.
this is a worthwhile effort, and we know people love live music, and we just got to keep building and building and building. So.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
More to come.
Thank you,
guys so
Thanks.
much.
All right, Tucson Love Music presents Barnaby and the Butchers.